Good morning. It is early morning today. We are walking out of Hot Springs on the Appalachian Trail. And we are actually on the trail right now, on this sidewalk. Let me turn and get you a load of this. Check that out. That's right, the AT logos for the trail and the trail are right here on the sidewalk, right through the heart of town. So I just want to jump on here this morning and say good morning to everybody. I am running solo now. Got a message from nobody. Unfortunately, he's going to head home and get better treatment and find out what's going on with his shoulder. Blue Bear took off yesterday and pushed north. She's probably at least 15 miles, if not more, ahead. And I took a zero yesterday, so I don't even know what day it is. I've taken, zeros. We've taken a zero at the NOC. We got reined in a shelter for a zero. We took a zero at Fontana before the Smokies. And now this one, so 4. I've taken 4 zeros since I've been on trail, and it's been almost a month that I've been on trail. So like I said on the last video or two ago, I'm gonna quit saying what day of the week, what day it is, because I don't know what day it is anymore. I just know where I'm at and where I'm going. So we'll have to work with that for a while, unless somebody leaves a comment, gives me a better idea. But let's turn you around and walk with me this morning going through town here. But just like that, there is the Smoky Mountain Diner with the green roof on it. And attached to that building, right next door, is the Dollar General. This is a really cool little town. Like, there is not one fast food joint or major box store in this town. It's all cottage mom and pop stores. And really nice. And here is the Welcome Center building for Hot Springs that has great Wi-Fi. We just uploaded a video in about 20 minutes, so I'll show you all this in reference. Whoa, look at that sun. Main Street downtown, and across the street is the post office. We've got Spring Creek Tavern restaurant right there on the left, and then Bluff Mountain Outfitters, another tavern, Iron Horse, a library, an ATM, all the good stuff. Take you with me for a minute. There's the library. And then Iron Horse Station, if you were happen to stay at the hotel there upstairs, that's the entrance. And then right around the corner, around the building here, is the restaurant and bar. And just like that, there it is, the French Broad River. And right here in the end is our white blaze. We'll be going up that mountain here soon. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's just a little sounds of the French Broad River. Enjoy, Kevin and Pete. And there we are looking back at Hot Springs and down on the French Broad River. That's pretty cool. It looks like a solar farm over there. Yes, that's exactly what that is. And another beautiful morning view. We're only about halfway up this climb, up out of the gorge of Hot Springs, but man, it's beautiful. And this is our last look back at the town of Hot Springs. And the French Broad River right down there. That is the bridge we just walked across. So we're just moving along through the woods today, and ta-da! There's a big old concrete dam sitting right here in the middle of the woods. Big old dam. All right, let's go check this out. Here we go, big steps. Oh. Look at that pond. That's pretty cool. I like that. Very cool. The frogs over there. Real ones. Alright. Well, here's a little change of scenery from the woods and the cliff views. We're on a gravel road. Walking through between a couple of fields. Just here in the middle of nowhere. We're a little over 5 miles out of Hot Springs. And it is starting to warm up. But that there is left turn. Which continues on the gravel road. All right, let's get a move on. All right, well, we just got here to Rich Mountain Camp. I'm gonna stop for lunch here. It's just a campsite along the trail. It is just now 12:15 and we're over 8 miles in, so. Clouds rolled in, so covered up the sun, so it wasn't so blaring hot. But all in all, so far good. Gonna have a good lunch and then push on and see how far we get today. Alrighty, we just cruised in here to Spring Mountain Shelter. Believe it or not, it's been raining. It was raining for the last 2.5 miles. I beelined it right here to Spring Mountain Shelter. This is 12 miles for the day. I was gonna go ahead and stop because I was soaked and it was raining, but I spent about 45 minutes to an hour here just kind of drying out, airing out, and rehydrating and snacking up. And the skies have cleared. Sun's popping out. The shelter is not all that decent. I'll show you this. It's a 5-person shelter. It's kind of rough. So I'm gonna go ahead and push on. Probably do another 4. Say it sleeps 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's what they call a 5-person shelter, but this was in rough condition. And down that trail there is water, following the blue blazes on the tree. And then out back down the hill is a pretty rough privy. And that's the trail right there, going north. But I'm gonna push on. I'm not gonna stay here. I'm on top of the ridge, and I'd like to get down in elevation for the night. I'm just gonna set up tent and stay in my tent for the night, and that'll shorten my day for tomorrow. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's push on, and I'll bring you along if there's anything important to see. Let's go. All right, here we are coming into Allen Gap, and the Cherokee National Forest sign right there. And the AT is straight across the street. All right, so Allen Gap. We are not going to make it to Little Laurel Shelter today at 4-9. Let's do a little bit of climb here. Hopefully not much, and find us a stealth spot. We'll be back. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to end of the day wrap up. Man, it's late and I'm wore out. My watch and the book kind of contradicted each other for a couple mile variance today, so we are at a stealth spot. We are not at a shelter. We pushed on past. Let me do a quick pan around. There's one other gentleman here. He's in his tent, so I won't interfere with him. But that's it. We're just sitting right on the trail side. That's that gentleman over there. And here we are. Got the duplex all set up. Finishing up dinner, getting ready to hang the food bag. Oh, here comes raindrops. All right, let's get this wrapped up. All right, let's try this. All right, we got raindrops coming in. Let's get this end of the day wrap up done. So let's take a look at the book. There we go. All right, well, we all know we started at Hot Springs this morning, but we actually started at the Laughing Heart Hostel, which was a couple miles further into town. So it was actually more like a 272, but the books, we call it a 274 with the book. So we started there, we left out of Hot Springs, you saw the French Broad River, and we climbed and climbed and climbed up out of the gorge, saw all those beautiful pictures of the river and the scenes. We kept climbing all the way through. Let's turn that page. Focus, there we go. All right, and then where we go? We just kept going all day. We didn't stop really. Where did we stop at? We stopped at the campsite. Right there, Rich Mountain Lookout Tower campsite. That's where we stopped at a quick lunch. That was at 283.2. That was half the day. That's when the rains came in. And we had a descent and then a climb. And that was all under the rain, so I didn't film anything. I got pretty soaked. We had lunch, or a snack right there at the Spring Mountain Shelter. Then we decided to push on because it was still early in the day. So then we had a mostly downhill from there on out, with one little climb right there and then another one right there, but mostly descended all the way down. We came down all the way into Allen Gap, and we crossed Allen Gap, which was North Carolina 208 and Tennessee 70. Kind of runs the border. So we crossed the highway right there, showed you the Cherokee sign, and we pushed on, climbing up just till I could find a stealth spot, and we found something. And Guthook says we're at 290.3, and it's actually the 24th day since I've left home, but that's counting off the zero, so I'm gonna start using that number, 24. So it's night 24, and we're sitting in a stealth camp, and by the book it's 15.4, but my watch told me it was a 17.9 mile day because it counted the trip through town from Laughing Heart Hostel, and we're only at about, you know, like you see right there, between 2,300 feet. So we're low in elevation, so it's warm out. But the rains keep coming and going, and they're not supposed to be here yet. So let me turn around. All right, and that's all I got. I'm about to eat dinner and hang this food bag. Again, it was a long day, and I hope you enjoyed it, and you got something out of it, or just enjoyed coming along and enjoying this journey with me. Again, thank you, and if you want to see more, stick around till the morning. Other than that, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.